Hello and welcome to another review. This is sort of an old look on, old Thomas trains that I used to have as a kid, and I still have it. But these are the old Diecast trains made by Ertl, and they don't do them anymore. The line has been continued, which means that a lot of these trains are going to get more and more expensive, especially the more limited ones that were released at a later date, but only had a really limited run because they were released and then the line was continued, so they only made a small batch of them. But a bunch of ones that I have as a kid, I've had since I was a kid, and most of them have seen better days because, as your kid, you get told to pack them away, and what do? You just chuck them into a bucket and whatever. You didn't really care. As I got older, I was like, oh crap, these he's been damaged. So what you see here, a lot of them are damaged, but I am going to restore them. I'm going to go out and buy some paint remover and then some actual paint, so I'll spray it all over again. But I'll do my best with a lot of them anyway. Some of them you can take apart, some of them you can't. For example, we have Thomas the Tank Engine here. I'm going to go in number order, 1, 2, 3, 4, until like 11, that's when the number stops. But here's Thomas, very orangey face, and you see his buffer and stuff actually broken. But the good thing is he's got screws underneath, so I can actually take him apart. And I have another Thomas here. Yeah, another one. This is like a really old version, doesn't even have enough plastic face, just sticker faces. And this one is 1985, and these two are 1980. Oh, also says 1985, but they were released much later. The metal part is pretty much identical, it's just that these have extra glued on bits. With the face. The faces are plastic, the main body is metal. The bottom bit here is metal as well, and the rest is plastic. So I'm going to take these apart and respray them and paint them again. And once I've done that, I'll show you guys again, sort of the before and after kind of thing. But for the most part, this Thomas is done alright. He's number one, it's clear. Also torso and red, it's also clear. Just missing bits of paint here and there. Before we move on to the next one. These aren't die-cast, but these are just sort of like a roughly same scale, rubbery toys. The buffers I've just pegged in, as you can see it's the holding, so I'm missing one of them, but I'm also missing the bottom piece, and Toby still has his bottom piece right there. These are made by Deca Toys, 1993. They're just sort of rubbery thing, you can't pull anything because they don't have anything to connect them to anything else. It's just these two rubbery things. They look okay, the colour's slightly off. The mold injection is really clear on top of Thomas, but they just sort of exist. I don't know what purpose. But anyway, let's move on to number 2, Edward. As a kid, I always thought Edward should have been like a female because of his gentle nature and such, but he's okay. He's survived quite well. Just bits of black missing mostly, and some of these trains don't have screws underneath, so it's really annoying. It's like they just couldn't decide if they wanted to use screws or not, so random ones do, random ones don't. This makes it especially hard to sort of fix the paint, because what you're going to do, if I chuck this in paint remover, I'm scared that the acidic quality of it is going to damage the plastic as well. So I guess the only way I can spray this thing is to use blue tack or something to stick all over the place. I don't want any paint and hope for the best. Those of you who know how to disassemble these trains, can you let me know? I want to know how to get these screws out and give these old die-cast trains some new life, because these are sort of becoming more and more rare. Now here's a bad example. When I was younger, before I had any skills, I tried to repaint on these with just generic paint that you would get in a paint set, and that didn't work, as you can see. It looks terrible. Very, very terrible. So with poor Henry here, we're gonna scrape all the paint off. Thank God he has screws underneath, and we do the whole thing. I've seen online some people actually customize the Henry train to his original look in the series before the Flying Kipper episode, where he got the new dome and engine like boiler shape. so you can have better coal. Number 4 is Gordon. Some repainting done, just bits of black on the top, but nothing too much. There's it still has a lot of detail left, but a lot of it's gone. Kind of scratched. Pretty cool. One thing I used to dislike about these trains is that the back, what do you call it, tender with sort of a single piece. I didn't like that. I want the tender to sort of detach. So here are two Jameses. One is the black version, sort of, that I painted to look like the original look in the book before the breakdown train sort of saved him. And one is him in red, but again, really poor repainting skills when I was younger. So I'm definitely I can strip these because these are screws. Yay! So I can actually take these apart and sort of redo them. Number 6 is Percy. I have 3 Percys right here, and all of them are screw based, so that's awesome. This one doesn't have a face on it because it actually broke off, I think. I painted him grey because I just want to make my own greyish trains. Ignore him. Awesome face. This survived pretty well. The gold's missing. Just the green has stayed on pretty well. That one's got the number right there, nice and shiny. So that's good. Actually, when I do come around to redo them, I'm gonna have to make sure I get enough information. Because if I repaint these, I'm gonna have to, you know, remember what font the numbers are in, because that's gonna be a bit of a bother. Percy's over done. Before we move on to the next number, I just want to show you some Bandai trains. So here's a Percy Bandai, roughly the same scale, slightly smaller, made completely out of plastic, and uses stickers. And stickers is a bad thing because, you know, they peel and they get old very quickly. But the good thing about this is it has this right here, the thing that connects the two wheels together. It actually works pretty well. Although I'm missing the on the other side, annoyingly. But I like these trays because I really like this bit right there. One thing to note is the front is always a circle and the back is always a peg. So, while things can only be connected from one direction, he can actually connect to other trains. For example, I have a gallery here from the same line, and you know, they can both pull the train together. So you can have a long line that just keeps going on and on and on and on. So, you know, that's something different. I mean, yeah, there's going to be some limitations. Some of them will be able to pull from from the front, but you know, it's okay. Number 7. Oh yeah, Toby. 2 Tobys here. Oops. Toby's a bit wobbly. Look at him. This one's not survived too well, but this one's almost perfect. Just a bit of black and gold missing on the top, which means restoring him is going to be easy peasy. Just I'm going to use a Gundam marker pen and just restore some of these smaller detail ones. You know, they're not really that damage. I made this duck. He's done pretty well. Not too much damage on him. Thank God, because he doesn't have any screws. Normally. He's done alright. Number 9 is Donald. Survived really well. All he needs is a bit of black paint here and there. So he's doing great. Got 2 10s here. I got this one that I tried to repaint poorly, so ignore that one. And this one, he's survived pretty well. So it's kind of cool, some of these, because these are diecast models, which means that inside there's not going to be, it's going to be hollow, and it just so happens that they hollow out the area that looks like it's where you put the coal in the boiler burning place. So you know, that's somewhat looks pretty awesome. I guess if you're really good at it, you can chuck a tiny battery in there and LED lights, so you can do the burning effect. 11. I think we've gone to the last numbered train. Oliver. No repeating done on both of them, but they both survived averagely okay. There's bits missing here now, he's slightly dirtier. Actually, it would be a great idea to restore one of this fine, and then but then the other one sort of mess him up, so he's like saved from scrap episode. That's pretty cool. Before I move on, I got these some tiny versions that were released at some point. Just miniature versions. Comparing the size, is it actual Percy? So they're like sort of children of the trains. That's an idea. Kid trains. These ones, they all have sticker faces which are peeling off, and just both sides have this little circle. They're made completely out of metal. The wheels are plastic, I think, but most of it's just metal. Bill and Ben, this one's just completely, this Ben is completely scratched. Nothing left really. But these two have done okay. This Ben is almost good. This Bill is also pretty badly scratched. No screws underneath, annoying. That's the handle. He's relatively new, so he doesn't have that much damage. Just a few specks here and there, annoying. Almost perfect. I like him. He's a nice blue color. Really cool. Really cool what that one is. Yep. So that's it for this episode. And oh, I guess this one as well. The Ertl, he's done pretty well. Mostly intact. He looks pretty good. He's just like a slightly different shape, shorter Henry with a longer tender. So yeah, that's that. Tune in next time for some other Thomas trains. Got a few more videos, just cutting them up into different categories. These are all the steam engines I have. So next time will be diesels, and then the vehicles, the other vehicles like Harold and Bertie the bus and such. And then of course finally things that they pull, coaches, Annie and Carabelle, and so on and so forth. So take care and have a nice day. Subscribe and suggest and comment below. Thank you. Bye.